Well, welcome everybody. It is, what is this, July 18th, halfway through the year. It's our Thursday morning business call with the Live Younger group. And I'm Janet Kiefer, Senior Presidential Director in the Live Younger group, hailing from the Austin, Texas area. And we're just very excited you're with us this morning. We really appreciate everybody who comes on the calls. We've got lots of wisdom with people on this call. And so today we are going to have a discussion about an announcement. If you haven't seen it or heard it, it's coming maybe today, an email, that LifeWave is inaugurating an annual fee for business or for brand partners. So we're going to go over I'm going to show you the email. I'm going to show you the details. Some of us on the senior team have been talking about it for about this last week. We're going to give you what it is, how it impacts you, how it can impact those brand partners who are more customers or your brand partners who maybe are a little inactive. We're going to show you how to access where you can find the information because we're going to recommend you're going to be calling people. We'll have time to answer questions. So we're going to just jump right in here. So grab pen and paper, grab your phone if you want. We're going to be sharing some things. So welcome everybody. Welcome everybody still jumping on. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen. And those of us as SPDs got this email a couple days ago that states, all right, on July 18th, and Gregory, you can see my screen, I'm hoping. You'll tell me if we can.
Yes, very clear.
Okay. So today is July 18th. You're going to receive an email about this brand partner annual policy. Okay. So we're going to tell you what it is, how it affects us, and what we're going to do. All right. It sets the term of our agreements between LifeWave and us for 1 year. Okay. And we want you all to know about this so we can give you how it's going to impact you and you'll be able to answer questions. And hopefully, honestly, it's an opportunity to grow your business. It really is. So hang in there. So the brand partners will be required to renew their enrollment and agree to an updated policies and procedures each year on their anniversary. So if you just enrolled someone last week, they're not going to get this till next July, okay? If you have someone that is enrolled in September 15th, this is going to apply to them, okay? It's a $25 annual fee, but it doesn't apply to France or Korea, South Korea, okay? Okay, before the renewal, we're going to tell you about the renewal, but 30 days before, your brand partners, if you're renewing, you're going to get this email. And it's going to talk about, we now have an annual fee. You're going to need to sign the policy and procedures, agree to them. You're going to be charged. And so all of you are asking, how are we going to be charged? We don't know yet. We'll get there. I'm sure they're going to tell us, right? And then there's going to be email and a pop-up reminder in your back office, okay? If someone doesn't renew in this grace period, and the accounts have an active monthly subscription order. So pause here and look at this. You've got a brand partner with an active monthly subscription order, but they didn't renew. They chose not to, and maybe you called them because we're going to talk about it. They're going to be transitioned to a preferred customer at the end of that 30 days. Accounts that do not have a monthly subscription order, and they're not active, and they're not doing anything, they're going to be terminated, okay? I'm going to talk about compressed in a minute. Hold on about that. So we want you to know about this. We want you to be ahead of the curve. We want you to be in touch with your people. We want them to understand how it's actually going to benefit them. And in fact, you might grow your business from it, okay? So let's go into why they're doing it here. Okay. Network marketing companies, direct sale companies, we really are highly regulated. And this is a best practice and it safeguards LifeWave's long-term sustainability. In a company I was in before, they always called this stuff protect this house. You're in compliance because you want to protect this house. So this is a standard policy for most network marketing companies. to be honest, LifeWave's kind of late to the game. In my previous company, there was a $75 annual fee that was paid every year, and you signed the policies and procedures. So it's really common. And in fact, most people who are savvy in this world have surprised. They go, you don't have an annual fee? So this is really standard policy, right? So you're going to be informed, and we all through this process about the renewal process. You're going to know how it rolls out. So today's your just first awareness, okay? It also, the policy helps identify and focus the members of your team who are really committed. We're going to talk about coming up here in a second. What about those brand partners that are really customers? All of us have them, you guys. So we'll talk about it. Hold on here, get. When, let's say that brand partner account is transitioned to the preferred customer, you're going to know about it and we can talk about it. And for many people, that might just be fine. And we get them on monthly subscription, right? They're on auto ship. However, some may be terminated. We're not going for that. We're going to be talking to them, but that's part of this. And what they call is the binary gets compressed, which I'm probably going to call on Gregory to talk a little bit about that. Okay. So any personally enrolled brand partner associated with the account, if it's called compression, if they're terminated, anybody below them roll up to you. Okay. We'll talk about that. This protects LifeWave within this whole regulatory landscape as local trade commissions evaluate direct sales companies based on how many customers do they have versus brand partners. So it shows that LifeWave, we are the rocket ship, you guys. We're growing at 20x growth. And LifeWave went from a solid but very small company to this exponential growth. So they're trying to fill in the new senior team some of the things that'll protect us. So you have, when you get the email, you have this FAQ sheet, and it'll tell you just cut what we're going through, why we're having it, what, how much is it? What's the value to you? When are you going to renew? All these frequently asked questions are right here. Oh, what if I forget to renew? You're going to get emails. Don't worry. This doesn't come out of the blue and disappear, right? And we're going to be talking about it on more calls. So do know when you get this email, please open up the FAQs. Please read them. Those of you directors and above, you're going to be leading your teams. So on the directors' calls, I'm sure we're going to be talking about this some more. So I'm going to pause for a sec on the actual document, stop my share, and I'm sure we can put some questions in the chat if you'd like. But first of all, the start date is September 1st. So what is that? 5, 6 weeks from now? So mark your calendar, right? Okay, so $25, I don't think we're going to get much pushback on it. I really don't. And I'm going to talk about the benefits to for your brand partners. But what happens? Let's say you leave on vacation August 15th and you're gone to September 15th. Well, be aware you need to be looking at this now if you're going to be taking off for vacation. Okay. All right. So it's important that all of us really agree to the policies and procedures. And well, let's be candid. Most of us don't read legal contracts, but in there are very specific statements protecting LifeWave because we are involved with people all over the world. We can't really monitor what every brand partner does. So the company's protecting themselves. They've recently updated them. We're probably going to hear more about this at the convention in October. But you and me, we're all going to be required to re-sign them on our anniversary date. Okay, I'm going to take you through how do you find the anniversary dates. I'll show you. Okay, so under that protect this house, first of all, just know it's a good thing. Okay, it's not onerous. It's $25. Well, why do I have to pay $25? Well, think about it. Your back office has a huge IT team running it. We also have the InTouch app that they're running. And so far, this has just been part of the brand partner. Well, this $25 helps pay. I'm excited. I used to be in the software industry. I'm excited because I see new things coming from our back office and that team, which we need. So honestly, if I can pay $25, go for it, guys. Happy to chip in because that software we use is powerful and we're hardly using it. Okay. All right. So let's go into the benefits. Think about Sunshower's on the call, Sunshower Rose. She said a really brilliant thing yesterday. She said, think of it kind of like as an insurance policy, right? You've got a business, your brand partner, it's kind of your insurance that you're minding the rules and regs, it's your annual fee. It is a tax write-off, by the way. And so it's pretty nominal, honestly. I know companies that charge, I had a friend I talked with about the patches. She goes, there's no big upfront costs. She goes, I paid $3,000 to join my last company. So 25 is not a big deal, right? Also, we're giving them access as brand partners to all the wholesale pricing. And David's going to be launching some exciting products coming at a convention. I'm getting very excited. We're giving them access to cutting edge technology. We're the only patch in the world that can do this. Really, only one. And they're able to get their patches paid for if they'd like to share it, right? And so, especially with the new spend back program, which we will be talking about probably the next week, here you truly have the way with your commissions to have your patches paid for. Pretty exciting, right? So honestly, we have a product that's very, very, very affordable. And here you're getting them at wholesale prices. People's lives are turning around. People are reverse aging. It's so exciting. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of pushback on that, but you do need to talk to your brand partners. Okay. So I'm going to kind of flip back and forth here. I quickly was not quite ready to have a spectacularly well-prepared presentation this morning, but I want to show you just some key things. Some of you have just started with us as brand partners. We're so happy you're here. However, not all of you know the back office really well. So let me start back here. So I recommend you go to your Lifeway back office, go to the organization tab, and pull up personally enrolled team. Okay. And give it a minute. It's going to populate with both your brand partners and your customers. All right. In that Excel spreadsheet, you've got their name, you've got their ID number. I call this little box right here their postcard. Easy to call it that. All the information, their emails further on this spreadsheet. But I want you to click on that little postcard. And when you go to that, it's got more information above here. I was keeping this confidential, but it'll tell you on that little postcard, their profile. Oh, there's their join date. Okay. So with Robin, when we have her on the call next, she probably has a very fast way to sort join dates by month or something. But just start looking at each of your personally enrolled, make a list. Who's got enrollments renewing in September? What about October? What about November? What about December? You probably don't have to worry about 2025 yet, you guys. Let's just look September through the end of the year. So you're going to be reaching out to these people and you're going to say, hey, great to talk to you. Some of them are active. You're building with them. You're going to know about it. Other people are more your customers, right? So we're going to be reaching out and how are you? How are things? So glad. How are you doing at the patches? As someone said on our director call yesterday, just another great reason to talk to our people, right? And then you're going to tell them, look at, you've been a wonderful user of the patches. And we talked long ago, there was a way for you to be able to get your patches paid for. You've told me you've had these wonderful results. Well, you can stay a customer if you'd like right now, or you might want to be able to start sharing it and earn money to pay for your patches. You're just going to open that up. Oh, Janet, tell me more. Well, let me tell you about what's available. And since you've joined, I kind of keep track of these things. You're able to become just a customer and continue on getting the patches. But Sally Smith, can I share with you what's happening back here? Now, The next thing I'm going to show you is not everyone, okay? You have new people that just joined, but let me show for some of you who've never seen this. Your back office is tracking their left and right volumes. And if you're new with us and you don't understand the points yet, hold on, hang in there with me. But every time you're purchasing product and the people in you enrolled purchase product, the customers purchase product, these points are rolling up. An X39 is 77 points. An Eon is 55 points. A maintenance kit might be 200 points. A silver is 165 points. This person is a true representative. I just pulled this from one of my team. She's occasionally puts people in. She buys patches. But the shared leg she's on, she has 854,936 points on her left team. She's been in a couple years. She's not real active. So if we match, as you know, you make a $50 bonus as a manager called a binary bonus. If she was able to match those points, those 800,000 points on her right team and put in 330 points, and you truly can't like take this all at the bank at once. But if she was drawing down this 800,000 points, it's literally worth in dollars, almost $130,000 is sitting there in benefit to her. And I'll tell you right now, she doesn't know it. She doesn't know the value of this business. Even though we've talked, she's busy doing other things. What, if you're with us, I just want to underscore, this company is incredibly generous. Most companies do not get the payout we do, and they have much higher requirements to rank up. You, as Harris Williams, my SPD above me, says, we have a gold mine, you guys. It's literally like you go in your backyard and you can dig for gold. It's like being, you guys up there in Colorado, you know, gold in Colorado is named because there's gold in the ground, right? We have the fountain of youth. We have the only age reversal stem cell product in the world. And people don't know what they have. So when you talk to them, here's your opportunity. Go look at their points. And we'll show you how to figure out. I just took this amount of money, I divided it by 330 matching points. And then since you get $50 for that match, I just times it by 50. So she has $129,535 sitting there if she would like to get busy and share it with other people. So you have a very valuable business here. I don't know many people who today could turn around and pull together $130,000 for most people. We have a tremendous opportunity. So we'll talk more about that. I just wanted to share that a little bit. Sorry, I should turn off my email real quick because you guys are hearing it. Okay. So here's the thing. Get your list. Who's going to renew September through December? If you're going to go on vacation, get hold of those September people right away, okay? Look in, check their postcard, see their dates, see how they're doing. Maybe if they have a lot of points, we'll help you know how to talk about them. But, you know, they don't know. Hey, Bill, do you realize you've got maybe $25,000 sitting back here? I do? No. Well, would you like to now get started sharing it with people? Because we have a really simple system. We do. We have a really simple system of how you share patches, okay? So the one next piece though is, if they flush out, if they don't renew, we're going to have some of them. It's fine. They left us probably a while ago. They will not be able to come back and get that binary placement. It will be gone and their points will be gone. If later they go, hey, you know, I'm really ready to start, they can re-enroll under you, but they will be way further down the binary. So I have two people way at the top of mine, and one of them didn't pay attention last year, and she lost about 300,000 points. So she's starting to rebuild. So you have a valuable business. And so we try to teach you every week what these points mean, how you're growing your business. Okay. So you want to tell them, look, maybe right now you've got things going on in life. We all do. I just had a friend call her parents. Her dad died last month. Her mom's dying right now. She can't work the business right now, but she's got a valuable place in that binary, and the people below her are working. Take your time with your family. We'll still be here. Your team will still be working. For another person I have on my team, she was sick through 22. The checks kept coming. She was back on track in 23. Her father got ill. She had to take care of him. The checks kept coming. This year, she's back on track. So we want to let them know what the binary's worth, that placement. And for this simple $25, sign the policies and procedures, come on board, let's help change the world. So I'm going to stop there. Gregory, do you want to talk any about the compression? I don't want you to be on the spot here today, but maybe describe it a little bit better.
Yeah, there. Unmute myself, take myself back on screen. Yeah, the beauty of this, this is really going to help because, you know, many of us have people that are no longer active, and the matching bonus pays up to 3 levels, and an inactive brand partner counts as a level. So you could have someone on your first level that you signed up a year, 2 years ago, and someone on your second level that's just rocking it, and they have a second and third level that you could potentially get paid on, but instead that person on your second level, you'll get paid on them 20% instead of 25, but the end of the matching bonus is going to be on their first level, which is really your third level. And so you're missing out on a lot. It could be your top performing person. And so if they don't renew, they roll up, and everybody that was first level to that person is on your first level, rolls up, becomes your first level. Now that's a lot of first level talk. So I hope was that confusing enough? But, you know, it's called compression, and, you know, most all companies do this, and it's really to our benefit. It's like clearing the dead wood. You know, people come in, stuff happens, life happens, and things change. They're very enthusiastic. They used the product for 6 months, and their lumpuckaroo went away, and they forget they had it, and the product's not doing anything, whatever. And that's why it's going to be very important to review these reports that that the companies can make available for us. So there'll be a new report. Did you mention that that there was going to be a new report?
No, I actually don't know if I knew that, Gregory. Thank you.
Yeah, there's going to be a new report that's going to show you who is up for renewal within the next 30 days.
Oh, that'll be helpful.
They'll probably roll that out on September 1st when they roll out this program. Now, for example, Robin and I, we signed up in October of 2018. So we're not going to get that renewal letter until October 2025. Okay. So, you know, so I think it's going to be really healthy. And that renewal report is going to give you some understanding. And there's plenty of reports, as you already pointed out, Janet, that people can see right now to see that. There's other ways through the back office, but they're going to have a specific report about renewals. So, you know, upline leaders know who to call. Now, it's only going to show your first level people because there's, you know, I want to say HIPAA, but it's not a health issue, but there's privacy guidelines the company abides by. So that's why when you go in your back office, you can't get the phone number and email of people on your second level, but you can get it for all personally sponsored. So it'll be a personally sponsored renewal report. And we're just going to have to, I mean, it's a good reason to pick up the phone, you know, and say, hey, Jonathan, how are you? We haven't talked in a while. And gosh, you know, you were so enthusiastic. I'm just checking in because I noticed your annual renewal is coming up, and I just want to remind you of it. And my understanding is once it's your month for annual renewal, that pop-up's going to come up every time you go in your back office. So active people are going to know about it. Inactive people never go in their back office anyway. They're not going to see the pop-up. They may not read their emails, and so they might not see their emails. That's why we'd recommend you at least give them a courtesy call.
Great. Gregory, thank you. May I interrupt for 2 seconds? We have a
Yeah.
whole bunch of people still coming in onto the call. For those who've just joined us, we're talking about LifeWave's inaugurating a new annual renewal fee for brand partners, $25. Get this recording because we've been going through all the benefits of it, how you're going to approach your brand partners, what's going to happen if people don't do it. So please go back and get this recording. Sunshower is asking, will there be a renewal report? Where will it show up, Gregory? Are they going to send those to us individually? Do you think that?
No, it's going to be in the back office. You'll have to
Okay,
go look for it.
great, thank you. So Sunshower TBD, as we usually know.
Yeah, right. Somewhere in the back office.
Somewhere in the back office. So here's something though that I've been talking with about my team. And if you're new with us as a new brand partner, yay, we're so happy you're here. But September through December these are our biggest months of the years, you guys. And a lot's going to be happening. So please be connected, come to these calls, get on the Monday night calls, the Tuesday night, these training meetings on Thursday. Because if you've not been with us, just buckle in, you guys, and put on your masks because October with the convention, they're going to be launching new products. It's going to be a great time to talk to your people. Hey, you got this annual renewal fee in September. Guess what? We're coming out with a new product in October that's promised to really help our X39 product. We want you to know about it. We want you to be the first to know about it, right? Get some excitement going. If they're like the last couple years, LifeWave has been announcing another travel incentive trip at the convention, which is halfway through the month, but they started often at the first of the month. So I'm prepping my team, get ready, because we don't want to lose 2 weeks of qualifying for a trip, waiting for them to announce it. Let's just get on it. Then we come out of convention, new products, new launches, there's going to be promotions. Then we go into Thanksgiving and Black Friday, which is the biggest sales time of our whole year. And so I want you to have lovely holiday time, but if you're growing your business, you need to stay around through Thanksgiving and early December. It's jam-packed. So just know this annual fee is coming at a very exciting but busy time. Plug in, we'll have more calls about this and more clarification, but I want you to get the lift that September, October, November, and December can give your business. It's huge. It's also the time that every other network marketing company is also pushing. So there's a lot of static out there. So I hope this has got you started thinking. Watch for the email. We'll go through it some more. I'm sure there'll be questions from your teams, but I will put together kind of a cheat sheet of today's call for you to have a script for your team and we can go through. I just hadn't had a chance to do it before I found out I was hosting the call. So we'll get you there. But it's a wonderful time to talk to your brand partners. Things change in their lives. They might not have been ready in January. Life got the better of them, or they were ill and now they feel good. Let's talk about what their future dreams are. What would they like in their life? What would an extra $500 a month do for them? How many people would they like to affect and change their lives from their heart? What would paying down some debt? What if you could take a vacation over Christmas because your business built you all the way through the fall? So perhaps one of our calls, Gregory, we can have some creative ideas coming up.
That's great.
Great.
And I know Connie's in the wings. Connie, did you want to chime in a couple of minutes about this subject? Because you've been way ahead of it than us because you're part of the field advisory board. You guys have been talking about it for a while.
I actually put some stuff in the chat. I'm in the airport and it is so noisy. You guys might be
Okay,
better to
good.
read some of my chat.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you and safe flight. And I'll see you tomorrow in Orlando.
We'll see you then.
All right.
Great. Carol Lynn Cole is asking if I'll explain the point value again. So let me pull up that screen real quick. And it's not something to get hung up on, you guys. If someone's just got $1,000 worth of points, don't worry about it. But when you see, hopefully you could see my screen now. if you have someone and you're looking at their profile with that little postcard or driver's license, as Connie likes to call it, and you see significant thousands of points, I will tell you, they don't know them. They don't know they have them, and they don't know what it's worth. So the binary bonuses required to match 660 points on either leg, doesn't matter, and 330 volume on the other leg. Every time that happens, it goes, great, give Connie 50 bucks. And more sales come up, maybe that day, maybe that week, another 660, another 330. Great, give Connie another 50 bucks, okay? Well, what's happening here for this person is there's not volume coming through her right leg. The left leg's screaming hot, and it's just keep building more and more and more volume. So a quick way to do it, it's kind of back of the envelope way. You've already got 800,000 points. Let's call that the 660 point column. You've got to match it with 330. So I just doing a what if. So I took the 854,000, I divided it by 330 points. It gave me a number something around 2,900 something. Well, that's the amount of times you could cycle for those $50. So
Actually, Janet,
yes,
a little clarification. You want to
great,
take the
thanks.
800,000 divided by 660 and you'll know how many cycles you get from that. So it's
Actually-
Oh, thank
800.
you, Robin. Thank you.
Okay.
So we'll change this, but once you got that number, times it by 50, and there's your dollar value. Great. So take that
Let
large.
me add another way. Let me add another way to think about it. Is once you've got excess volume on your big leg, every time you do 330 points in your small leg, you make $50, and that's about 15%. And that's really payday because, you know, on average, when you do 990, you make $50, it's about 5%. Okay. But once you got that big leg in place, people really should be working on their small leg because you make 15% to infinity or until you catch up on that right leg. And that's very exciting. That's really not very many network marketing companies pay 15% on downline volume to infinity. But so when you, as you say, if you got some people in your group, they're sitting on, you know, there's money in the bank. They just need to create some offset balancing volume.
Thank you for those clarifications. And again, we're very well compensated. And as Gregory points out, here's another 15%. Well, how many people working a job this year got a 15% bonus in their salary? Unless you're, of course, one of the top executives. They get a lot of that, okay? So just know you're here to serve everybody. We're here to keep them informed. We're here to help you. You're here to help them. So I think just be confident, take this time, an opportunity to love up your people. Some people are going to leave. That's okay. There's many more people. Kimmy, you have a question.
There's a lot of confusion about this. I think we need to have a whole thing on the binary because my sister had a big amount in her on her left leg when she added her daughter-in-law. She didn't have anybody on her right leg. When she added the right leg, you know, that made her binary qualified. So she started getting bonuses. But Carolee just said that you have to have 2 qualified silvers on your strong leg. And I don't think that's true because she didn't have 2 silvers. She just had 1.
Okay, great idea for another call. Thank
Yeah.
you, Kimmy. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
Lavelle?
you know what? Let me just jump in and answer
Sure.
quickly. With one personally sponsored bronze or above on each leg, you access the binary bonus. You start getting matching bonuses when you're a manager and above, and that's when you need 2 silvers or above. But to get that binary pay, it's just one personally sponsored active bronze or above.
And recognize as a brand partner, the cap on the binary is kind of low. Okay. and you need to get to manager. And the further up the rank you get, the higher binary income you're eligible to earn.
Mhm.
Great questions. Thank you. Lavelle.
Okay, so yeah, just put people in the circles. That's how you make the money. But um Gregory, you said that you came in October. So you were
2018.
yeah,
Oh,
so
you're right. So we'll have to renew October this year. I forgot. You're
yeah,
right.
and I
I
was like,
misquoted.
okay.
Oh my God, we got to spend $25 I wasn't planning on.
So I
Yeah,
was
thank
like,
you.
okay, we
So
gotta make sure.
we'll be in the second month. We'll be, so we got plenty of time. No one's gonna, this doesn't even start till September. So we're gonna have
We
many
don't want
weeks.
you to have to start all over, Gregory. We don't want you to have to.
No, we wouldn't want to do that.
Thanks,
Thank you for
Lavelle.
the
Thanks, Lavelle.
clarification. Yes, you're
Great.
right.
Eve, go ahead and unmute. What's your question?
If people do not enroll, pay the $25, if those brand partners don't, do they become PCs at that point? Or do they need to be re-enrolled?
I don't have that I don't have that answer.
Good
I
question,
think,
huh?
I
Eve?
think you need to start over as a new customer.
Yeah, okay.
Let
Because
me go back because I was reading. Let me get back to the email because there is
Okay,
some
good.
clarification.
Oh, good.
Let me see if I can share my screen and we'll get
And we
there.
get that email?
Yeah, it's coming. This email's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, it's coming from the company. The one Janet has was the pre-notice to the
Yeah.
SPDs, and the company sends the SPDs notices in advance so we can answer questions when it comes out.
Okay. Okay, I think that question is in the FAQs. Let me just check. Okay, so we're going to go to the frequently asked questions. The annual renew, how much is the fee? What's the value? When are you going to renew? When's your anniversary date? But this is, the company will send multiple notifications, okay? It's not going to be, if you missed it, because one day you were out hiking the mountains, you're going to get it. And there's, so 30 days, 5 days, the third will be on your anniversary date, okay? All right. What if you forget to renew? What happens during the grace period? What happens if I don't renew? Your brand partner agreement with LifeWave will be terminated and you will lose all rights and privileges as a brand partner. Your position in the tree will be terminated. Any personally sponsored customers or brand partners will be compressed. That's what Gregory's talking about. As a brand partner converted to a PC,
Read the next part. It's important. The next bullet.
what happens?
Any existing volume will be flushed.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the reason that somebody's inactive, but they have volume in one leg. It might be a wise thing to renew because they can start building the other leg tomorrow, next month, or next year, as long as they renew.
Right. So here's the answer. If you had an active monthly subscription order as a brand partner, your account will become a preferred customer. You have to be a monthly subscription.
So
Okay.
when you're calling your downline brand partners that are inactive, you may want to suggest to continue using the products and enjoying the wholesale price. Why don't we get you signed up as a preferred customer? Why don't we get you signed up on auto ship? And then and if they don't pay the $25, but they enroll in auto ship, they'll automatically be converted to a preferred customer, personally sponsored by you.
Thank you, Gregory. And also note, this is preferred customer, not preferred plus,
Right.
right? It's no samples.
Got
Okay.
it.
So
Right.
here, what happens if you have a monthly subscription order and you fail to renew? Your account, right there, it says again, will be converted preferred customer. As a preferred customer, you, of course, will be able to keep buying your patches, blah, blah. Okay, so as a brand partner converted to a preferred customer, wonder if I want to re-enroll as a brand partner. which is what Connie was putting in the chat here, neither your rank nor your volume of your former position will be restored. Your original binary position will not be granted to you. So what I loved when Sunshower said yesterday about this being an insurance policy, well, for $25, you're protecting a business you may want to do later on. Pretty cheap, right? You're not going to lose your place. You're not going to lose your volume. You know, come back when you're ready with us. Okay. So does that answer it for you, Eve? Great. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I think it was Jennifer Starr, not Sunshower, that brought up the insurance policy thing.
True,
Oh,
true.
sorry, Jennifer.
True, true.
Sorry. Okay. All right. It says, what about Sarah and Marvin asking, what about brand partners that order maintenance kits and don't have a monthly subscription? Same thing, Sarah and Marvin, they've got to renew the $25 fee to stay in there. That's all. Yeah. Donna says, when you don't stay active every 31 days as manager, oh, thanks, Kame, for answering that. So again, keep your people active as manager. $25 fee is pretty nominal. And anymore, at least in my neighborhood, a simple lunch out costs $25. So this is pretty nominal. And you're in the game. You're still with us. As life gets better, if you want to get back active, we've got our trainings, we've got our system. Next year is going to be a blowout year for LifeWave with the new products and the growth we're in. So get hold of your folks once you get this notice. Okay. Thank you. Any other questions? Oh, Michael, you say, would the fee be allowed to be paid on auto payment? We don't know yet. We don't know how.
And Janet, did you talk about the people going out of the tree and people moving up in the line and us
Yes.
getting potentially? Okay, great.
Yeah,
It was a
Gregory.
little noisy here. We've got contractors, so sorry. I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure.
Gregory did a great-
Janet, you cannot pay on a monthly subscription because they have to sign their policies and procedures. We did discuss in the future if there would be a way they could put it in legal terms that would say, I agree to all future policy and procedure changes, and then maybe they could get it away, but that would be run through legal. And at this point, they must go in, click the button, pay the fee, and sign the policies and procedures. No monthly.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you. Yes, yes, indeed. So you'll know more. You're on the leading edge. Just think through it. Watch for the email. Look who's going to renew. Talk to your teams. Let them rehear this recording. I'm sure Greg and Robin will have it up over the next day or two. And it's in the liveyoungeryoutube.com. And there's
Yeah, Liz
also
will have it posted there later today.
great. So again, liveyoungeryoutube.com. And there's a whole section of Thursday morning calls. So it'll be there. Great.
So
LaBelle.
we'll take one or two more questions and we're going to bring this call for an early close today. So go ahead, Lavelle.
Yeah, when this comes out, everyone, I would strongly suggest if you have questions, call customer service. That's their job. If we don't get this training and you go over because we're gonna get bombarded with questions. But we need to have customer service answer these questions as well. And then go back over these Zooms. They're all recorded. You know, be a good student. That's my encouragement to everyone. Please. Thanks.
Thank you, LaBelle. Yeah, we're running a business. Very true. Any other last questions, everyone? Okay, well, we appreciate your time, appreciate this. Watch your emails, read the FAQs. We will probably have other calls. You'll have a chance to learn more. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gregory.
Oh, thank you, Janet. You did such a wonderful job. And if everyone would like to unmute and thank Janet for the great training today.
Thanks, Janet.
There you go, Janet.
Thank you,
so
Robin.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Well,
Thanks,
Janet,
Janet.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome.
Thank you, Janet.
SPD.
Thank you, Janet.
knowledge.
That was
Thank you,
great
Janet.
job.
Bye.
Thank you, Janet.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.